Welcome to Sauk Valley Community College's 2020 Commencement, our first ever virtual commencement. Slam and Sammy, thank you for escorting everyone into the college. This is truly a commencement, a beginning for you, our soon-to-be graduates, as you move on to further education or to new or enhanced careers. We celebrate endings and beginnings, achievements, contributions, and excellence. Sauk's success begins with the community leaders who have been elected to serve as the college's Board of Trustees, where they contribute leadership, wisdom, and counsel in helping Sauk realize its mission. Our trustees are Student Trustee Priscilla Castillo, Ed Anderson, Lisa Worsema, Dennis Fulrath, Kate Boyle, Secretary Margaret Tyne, Vice Chair Brian Duncan, and Chair Robert Thompson, who will give a welcome.
Welcome, Sauk Valley Community College, graduating class of 2020. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we'd like to thank our faculty, your instructors, for their commitment and dedication to your time while here at Sauk. We'd also like to thank your family for their dedication and commitment to seeing you fulfill your goals and your dreams. But most of all, we'd like to thank you. You've contributed to our story, and you are part of our everlasting legacy here at Sauk Valley Community College. We are proud of you, and we thank you for believing enough in yourself to take this next step in making your future bright. We know that your experience at Sauk Valley Community College will make your future happier, healthier, and even wealthier. Please continue to keep Sauk Valley Community College in your mind as you think back about your beginnings and our contributions to your future. With all of us living in a world of COVID-19 and the restrictions and regulations imposed upon us, we're taught to live the new normal. But at Sauk, as graduates, we want you to endeavor to live not just the new normal, but the new exceptional. On behalf of all of us at the Board of Trustees, congratulations and good luck.
Graduates, you represent a boundless asset to our Sauk Valley region, and the college is proud to serve students like you. We honor your dedication and commitment to use your talents well in service to your careers, to your families, to your communities, and to our country. During the past 55 years, the faculty and staff of Sauk Valley Community College have remained dedicated to teaching and scholarship while engaging the community in lifelong learning, public service, and economic development. They are incredible educators, and I am proud to be their colleague. Annually, from the ranks of our superb faculty and staff, we select the outstanding full-time and part-time faculty and staff member. Let's hear from this year's winners: Professor Rachel Brunner, Professor Audrey Smith, Angie Delhotal, and Michael Santos.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Brunner, and I am thrilled to have been selected as this year's 2020 Full-Time Faculty Member of the Year. With all the incredible faculty here at Sauk Valley Community College, it is truly an honor to be selected for this award. I have loved being a part of the Sauk community as both an English professor, a Phi Theta Kappa advisor, a Pride advisor, and as the founder of the Prairie Committee, and I am excited to continue to learn and grow here at Sauk. Every day, I am inspired by all the faculty and staff, and especially the students, and I look forward to helping them all continue to reach their goals.
Hi all, I'm Audrey Smith, Adjunct Professor of Psychology and recipient of the 2020 Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award. I am humbled and honored to receive this award amongst a vast pool of dedicated and talented educators. I am also excited to be able to congratulate you on your accomplishments here at Sauk Valley Community College and your dedication to get through your commitments during this unprecedented and unique time. We here at Sauk are extremely proud of your success, and I want to remind you all that while we are in a unique and challenging time, this too shall pass. You will rise from these challenges stronger and greater than ever before. and you will carry with you a fire inside that will light the world with the knowledge that you have gained in your time here. Commit to lifelong learning and give back to your communities that helped shape you. Never settle. Make your mark. Remember to keep your head up and follow your heart. Life will take you on an amazing journey. Enjoy it. Again, congratulations on your graduation.
Hi, my name is Angie Delhotal, and I work with the Sauk Valley College Foundation as the Stewardship Coordinator. I would like to sincerely thank my colleagues for choosing me as Staff Person of the Year. It is such an honor, and I am so proud to be a part of the Sauk family. I can honestly say that I love my job, and the reason for that is solely due to the fantastic coworkers I have the pleasure of working with. As an alumna from the class of 2014, Sauk has played a major role in my life, and as graduates of the class of 2020, I welcome you all to the proud ranks of Sauk alumni and hope you will continue your journey, yet always remember where you came from and stay Sauk strong.
Hi, I'm Mike Santos from the Learning Commons Tutoring. This is to the 2020 graduation class of Sauk Valley Community College. On behalf of the Learning Commons, you're to be duly commended on persevering during these exacting times. You have prevailed during these challenging and unpredictable circumstances. Your experience at Sauk will serve you well in the future. From one Sauk graduate to many others, best wishes to you and your families, and stay healthy.
Since 1986, Sauk Valley Community College has bestowed one of the college's most prestigious honors to an alum who exemplifies the best of Sauk's mission, vision, values, and goals. This year, we are thrilled to present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Michael Friedline. Michael graduated in 1976 with his associate degree in pre-professional studies. As a member of the two most successful basketball teams in Sauk's 55-year history, Michael played as one of Coach Palumbo's 40-minute men, meaning he was prepared to play all 40 minutes of every game. He went on to earn his Bachelor of Science from Loras College and his master's degree from Webster University. Then, in 1979, he was commissioned as second lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force. During an impressive 27-year career, Michael commanded multiple squadrons, including in the Gulf War and relief and peacekeeping missions in Somalia, the former Soviet Union, and Bosnia. He also commanded the Aerial Port Squadron at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. His staff assignments included tours with the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the Secretary of Defense. His father, Tom, lives in Sterling, and Michael and his wife, Janie, retired to Virginia, where he volunteers as a firefighter and a first responder. To conclude, Michael Friedline represents the best of Sauk, and we are honored to recognize his lifelong dedication to Sauk's values of commitment, respect, and service to others.
Sauk Valley Community College, class of 2020, congratulations. I am honored and humbled to be asked to speak to your class on this special day, something I never dreamed of when I sat in your seat in 1976. But I'm here to tell you that today and the future is not about you. Sure, you got here with a lot of hard work and study, but your accomplishments are built on a foundation. This foundation was laid upon by many people who invested time, support, and love into your success. Consider teachers who put in that extra mile to serve as club advisors, moms and dads who coached sporting teams and sold concessions, and friends who watched kids while you crammed for an exam. Later, for me, it was senior officers who took the time to mentor a junior officer. Recognize those who built your foundation and take the time to thank them. Now that you earned your diploma from Sauk, you need to determine where you go from here and how you define success. You may define success as a significant paycheck or a home in the country. I suggest that the definition of success is not about you, rather it's how much you give back. Some look at my career in the Air Force and say, hey, Mike, 27 years, ranked colonel, you got a chest full of medals. You had a successful career. And to me, I say, well, that's all well and good, but my biggest accomplishment, my greatest joy, was to mentor and watch my junior officers grow in their careers and accomplish great things. In retirement, I could play golf, I could go fishing, but I choose to give back. I volunteer in my church and with the Fire and Rescue Squad. It's never been about me. Rather, it's always been an effort to pay back those who invested in me. Your diploma exemplifies a significant accomplishment. It also represents an opportunity. Seek out ways to serve in your community. Make time to take care of others. Be that mentor that helps lay the foundation for someone else to grow. The Air Force encourages its airmen to look to service before self, and I challenge you to do the same thing. Again, congratulations on a job well done, and best of luck in the future.
Now, I am honored to introduce our student speakers, Crystal Collinson and Nolan Halla.
January 14th, 2019. It was a pivotal, game-changing, serendipitous day in my life. It was 3 days after ending a 13-year marriage. The kids were at school. I was living at my mom's house again after over a decade, sitting on my bed, smoldering in thought. There was a lot running through my head that day, as usual. I thought I was moving the wrong direction in life. I needed to stop and restart. I was back there by choice. I felt very optimistic and calm about that. I felt no regret. What I did feel, though, was discontent. That feeling had been following me for quite some time. That tiny flame that I'd been carrying inside of me was waiting to start a big, huge fire in my life, one where I was in charge of the direction. Suddenly, a thought popped into my head. It was a vision of a younger me. I asked her a question. Would she be proud of the woman I am today, or would she tell me to keep going? I asked her to remind me of who she wanted me to be. I thought about how free I was as an independent art student in high school, 17 years old. I had the whole world right in front of me. I wanted to travel. I wanted to create very big art. The flame flickered. In high school, I was taking 2 independent study art courses, and one of them was a metals class. Of course, everything I made had to be rather small. We were only soldering in a small lab. I made small versions of what I wanted to make big someday. I did my final research paper on an event in the Black Rock Desert called the Burning Man Festival. And I remember feeling that flame inside of me burn. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to melt large pieces of metal together and make really big art. That was where my romance with welding began. After high school graduation, life was good. I did some traveling and enjoyed my newfound freedom. I went to Sauk that fall, majoring in art. I enjoyed all my classes. My teachers were good. I'm fortunate to still keep in contact with my former art professor, Bob Vanderwig. He was and continues to be one of my mentors in life. And it's funny to think of where I might be if I had taken his advice back then and stuck with it. As it is, though, life started moving too fast for my younger self. She got restless and stopped going to school and focused on building a family rather than a career first. Once the thought of welding popped back into my head, having reconnected with the girl inside of me I once knew, I felt the fire ignite. And so, naturally, after having come to some grand conclusion to where I might see my new life going, I did what anyone would do. I made a Facebook post about it. What did the very first comment say? It was from Debbie Thompson, a teacher at Sauk. It said, "Classes start today. You should call them and see if it's not too late to register." Instant momentum. I went and told my mom I want to go back to school. I want to learn how to weld and get a certificate. Without hesitation, she handed me a card. I looked down, it had my name on it. She had been saving it for me for an emergency or a special occasion. This might fall into one of those categories. I swear I would be so lost without my mother. She is truly my hero. Probably doesn't even realize it. Right then and there, I hopped into my car, drove out to Sauk, and was able to register and begin orientation and classes that same day in the welding program. Fast forward to May 7th, 2020, my first year of unemployment at Etnire. It was the same week I completed my 6th and final welding course. I was able to move up from the internship program into a full-time welding position. It was a very easy transition. Etnire is by far the best employer I've ever had, and I intend to have a full-time job there until I retire. I'm thankful that Scott Gillihan of Sauk Valley Community College has the greater good of his welding students in mind when he works with his employers, by having them come up and speak to his classes. It helped me immensely that Etnire was able to work around both my class schedule and my kids' school schedule. It's a win-win for Sauk and Etnire, and certainly for me. I think the thing I realized that day in January was that the answer to finding contentment was within. All I had to do was ask myself a question. Where do you want to be? I'm eternally grateful for the people and the opportunities nearby that were there waiting for me when the time came for me to choose my path. It's never too late to go back and start again and finish what you start, no matter how much time or how many lives we live in between. I'm excited to see what my future holds. That is where I will find contentment. Thank you.
I read somewhere that looking back and learning enables us to move forward. And I think this quote rings true for us right now, because here we are, graduating from Sauk Valley Community College, moving forward to new things. We move on to things like getting a job as a nurse, welder, a manager, or anything in between. We move on to new schools and higher learning, leading to doctors, lawyers, physicians, farmers, or if you're like me, an engineer at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. But we cannot move forward without looking back and learning. And I have quite a lot to look back to and learn from. I look back to Introduction to Communications, where I learned to adopt a dominant pose when I'm speaking in front of people so I feel more confident. I hope I'm doing it right. I look back to my physics classes with Dr. Chisholm, where I learned how everything moved from tiny electrons to the whole world. And I look back to chemistry with Professor Edelbach, where I learned when in doubt, always convert to moles. And I look back to calculus with Professor Schaff, where I was taught some of the hardest math ever made, and it was made in a learnable way. Finally, but certainly not least, I look back to the clubs. Science club showed me some incredible things that I would have only been able to see in a 400 level science class. Rotaract gave me companionship, while also allowing me to give back to the school that has given me so much. And I thank all of you for these things. And I also thank you for giving me something not found in books, experience. And it is the experiences that we have gained here, in this time, in this place, combined with the things that we found from our books, that will not only enable us to move forward, they will drive us forward through the years to come. So, after all of the lessons and experiences that we have gained, here we are, ready to graduate from Sauk Valley Community College. Let us move forward into life, always learning along the way, enabling us to keep moving.
We are now ready to begin the part of the evening that you all came for. Are you ready to graduate? Will the candidates please rise? President Helmick, it is my honor to present you the candidates for the degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Liberal Studies, and certificates. Each candidate has satisfactorily completed the appropriate coursework in a prescribed curriculum, has maintained the appropriate academic standing to earn the credential, and has been approved by the faculty as eligible for promotion.
Sarah Catherine Ackerson, Associate in Arts, Psychology. McKaylee Vivian Armbruster, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Kiana Marie Audi, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Kyle Edward Audi, Associate in Science, General Studies. Anna Mae Austin, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Delaney Santos Barbosa, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Nicole R. Becker, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Emily Ann Blackert, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Timothy Scott Bollinger, Associate in Liberal Studies, Liberal Studies. Christopher Lee Brunner, Associate in Science, Physics, High Honors. Frederick J. Brown, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Montel D. Brown, Associate in Liberal Studies, Liberal Studies. Allison K. Brunner, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Danae Cadenas, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, High Honors. Joan Elizabeth Christian, Certificate, Practical Nursing Program. Hannah R. Cromack, Associate in Arts, Psychology. Cassandra Renee Clark, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing, High Honors. Crystal Amber Collinson, Certificate, Welding Program. Jessica Lee Cook, Associate in Applied Science, Multicraft Technology. Catherine Ruth Cover, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing, High Honors. Rebecca Erin Coyle, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Laura A. Dahl, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Microcomputer Applications. Joshua Nolan Dallas, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Michaela A. Delgado, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Jennifer Diaz, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Cameo Alexis Dixon, Associate in Arts, Psychology. Helen L. Doan, Associate in Applied Science, Management. Melody J. DeHone, Associate in Arts, Special Education. Molly G. Duncan, Associate in Science, Agriculture, High Honors. Cheyenne C. Edwards, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Priscilla Espinoza Castillo, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Bailey Alexandra Farley, Associate in Arts, Business. Rachel Fellows, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Microcomputer Applications, Honors. Mackenzie L. Ferguson, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Stephanie Lynn Friedrich, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Cheyenne Galbraith, Associate in Arts, Business. Amy Michelle Garcia, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Audrey Susanna Joy Gesikowski, Certificate, Media Arts Program. Shannon Nicole Geip, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Nicholas M. Goff, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Carolyn L. Graham, Associate in Arts, Communications, Honors. Jamie Ann Grant, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Emily N. Green, Certificate, Practical Nursing Program. Vanessa Guzman, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Tira Sue Haag, Associate in Arts, Business, High Honors. Nolan Myron Halla, Associate in Science, General Studies. Stasia Nicole Hamill, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Brittany Lee Hansen, Associate in Applied Science, Management. Cheyenne M. Harrington, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Anna Catherine Harshman, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Cassidy Grace Heffelfinger, Associate in Arts, Kinesiology and Physical Ed, Honors. Lily Irene Hellier, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Rose Christine Hellier, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Sierra Nicole Henson, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Andy Hernandez, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Cynthia R. Hernandez, Associate in Arts, Special Education. Paige Leanne Hilliker, Associate in Arts, Special Education. Holly Joy Hilty, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing, High Honors. Morgan Elizabeth Hoffman, Associate in Arts, Social Work. Erilyn Marie Holland, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Kayla Marie Jackley, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Ashley Dawn Jacobs, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Maddie R. Jacobs, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Cassie Joan Johnson, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Glenn M. Johnson, Associate in Arts, Political Science. Amanda Sue Jonas, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Billy Josephine Caprelian, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Rebecca Colina Kinney, Associate in Arts, Special Education, High Honors. Danielle Lynn Cruz, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Ashley M. Kuhn, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Connor Michael Lafferty, Associate in Applied Science, Multicraft Technology. Jillian O'Neill Larson, Associate in Arts, Theater, High Honors. Kiana Charmaine Evelyn Lotz, Associate in Arts, Business. Madeline K. Lefevre, Associate in Arts, Agribusiness. Dakota J. Lawrence, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Estella Beatriz Luna, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Amy Nicole Marcinkowitz, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Natasha Alyssa Masters, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Megan C. McDermott, Certificate, Networking Program. Haley Marie Mickelson, Associate in Arts, Agribusiness, High Honors. Eric Andrade Milan, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Valerie Lynn Miller, Associate in Arts, Business, High Honors. Jaslyn Mary Moreno, Associate in Applied Science, Management. Alicia Ann Newman, Associate in Arts, English. Brandy Renee Nicholas, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Abigail Kathleen Noble, Associate in Arts, Early Childhood Education. Allison Kate Noble, Associate in Arts, Business. Catlin Rose Norris, Associate in Arts, Art. April M. O'Rourke, Associate in Arts, Psychology. Carly K. Parrott, Associate in Arts, Early Childhood Education. Kaden Sue Parrott, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Ethan W. Partington, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Shauna Shea Partridge, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Tara Elizabeth Patterson, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Kylie Piper, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Law Enforcement. Taylor Lynn Preston, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Stephanie Ann Raimondi, Associate in Arts, Social Work. Mary Leigh Reglin, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Maria E. Reyes, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Kaylin Jean Rice, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Megan Lynette Rhoda, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Cecilia A. Rodriguez, Associate in Arts, Secondary Education. Elizabeth Alejandra Rodriguez, Associate in Arts, Social Work, Honors. Hernan Rodriguez, Associate in Arts, Art. Sydney Ann Rodriguez, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. McKenna Jade Rommel, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Alexandra Romo, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Andrew Harrison Root, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Information Systems, Microcomputer Applications, Honors. Jason William Rue, Associate in Arts, Computer Science InfoTrack. Amy Marie Rungel, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting, High Honors. Cale J. Sanders, Associate in Arts, Business, Honors. Leslie Marie Santos, Certificate, Nurse Assistant Program. Taylor Grace H. Schaff, Associate in Arts, Social Work. Elizabeth Margaret May Schmidt, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Brady D. Schrader, Associate in Arts, Business. Lindsay B. Severson, Associate in Arts, English. Allison Leigh Schenk, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Madison L. Shetley, Associate in Arts, Social Work. Emily Claire Shrimplin, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Carolyn A. Smith, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Irma Emilia Solis Nieto, Associate in Arts, Business, Honors. Nina Marie Stroud, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Corey Albert Tarpey, Associate in Applied Science, Multicraft Technology. Tanner Joe Michael Thompson, Associate in Arts, English. Ryan Jean Tillman, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. April Sue Torres, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education, Honors. Ashley Ann Torres, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education, High Honors. Nadia Ann Trujillo, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Madeline Marie Vasson, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, High Honors. Natalie Diana Vasson, Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts, Honors. Emma Claire Verona, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Aaliyah Monique Vincent Edison, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Victoria Rose Wales, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Shawnee Michelle Warner, Associate in Arts, Kinesiology and Physical Ed, Honors. Lucas Allen Wedekind, Associate in Arts, Business. Carly Von Wheeler, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Cassidy K. Wilson, Associate in Arts, Business. Xavier Michael Zanani, Associate in Liberal Studies, Liberal Studies.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority vested in me as president of Sauk Valley Community College by the Board of Trustees in the state of Illinois, I now confer upon you the degree or certificate you have earned, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, I welcome you to the Fellowship of Graduates of Sauk Valley Community College. Use your Sauk education to make yourself proud and to make yourself, your families, and your communities prosperous. Congratulations, graduates. Now, Slam and Sammy, please lead us in the recessional.